Hi guys, John here. Welcome back. Today we are, as you can see, making a painting of this swan. So this is another picture that I have got a reference to from my friend Jim DeLuco at James F. DeLuco on Instagram, I'm pretty sure. I'll put his tag here in the video right now, along with the photo reference that I'm using. This is a lovely mute swan that he took a photo of and posted recently. I thought it was gorgeous. I wanted to paint it. And I wanted to use it as an opportunity to kind of use more of a limited palette. So I think I end up using more colors than I intended, but I'm kind of using this as an example that it doesn't have to be super vibrant, crazy colors everywhere for a painting to have a good effect. I really thought it was cool how in the photo the swan had a bunch of water droplets everywhere and water dripping off of its beak, and so I wanted to try to make something like that in this painting. I've never painted water droplets like this before, but I thought it would be fun to try. So if you're familiar with swans, you'll know that they're white. That doesn't go very well when you're painting with watercolors. It's kind of hard to make white paint with watercolor. So what I did here is I actually made kind of a slightly yellowy gray. And I think it ended up looking really nice. So the thought process behind it is it's going to imply that it's white because it will be the lightest section of the painting. I just have to make everything else darker than it, and that gray will seem white in comparison to everything else. Because I want this section on the swan's head to be nice and dark, I'm going to do several layers of my black here. So I'll be coming back to it multiple times throughout the process of this video. I'm doing some smaller details now. I wanted to kind of get a feather texture on this guy, and once I start doing that in a second here, you'll see, but I used kind of what I would consider maybe almost a dry brushing technique, where I used the paint very dry, so not wet, and it kind of made it a little more streaky, which gives me the effect of feathers I'm looking for without having to paint all the feathers. Now, in the terms of the water droplets, I'm just kind of picking a common direction. I'm making them a little darker toward the top and lighter on the bottom, and just trying to make it a smooth transition between the two. Here I am with the dry brushing technique I talked about a little earlier, but the water droplets themselves, I've tried to do stuff like this before, but I never really took the time to really think about it. So I think it turned out well in the end, but I don't really know how to explain how I did it, if that makes sense. You see, I've come through here now with some colored pencils. I've got kind of like a middle gray that I was using initially, and I'm going to come in with a black to darken up the top sides of these water droplets. Like I usually do, I'm pushing my contrast further with these colored pencils than I had it initially with the watercolors. I just really want some strong contrast in this piece, considering that there's not much detail. The more contrast I can give it, the better it's gonna stand out to our eyes. I wanted to leave the background really smooth, and so I did some slight scribbles just to darken up around the edge of the swan, but I did not scribble on the rest of the background here. Now I'm coming in with my pen. Like I always do, I'm going to start on the place that I want to be the most focused on, so that would be the eye, and then I'll kind of branch out from there and give a nice outline. I've really been liking this style lately, where it's fairly realistic, but I give it some more graphic, I don't really know what word I want to use here, more graphic qualities to it, like the outlines and some of the hatching. Things that wouldn't be expected in a realistic drawing, but kind of give it some more pop. Coming in with my white pen now, I'm adding a bunch of highlights on all of my little droplets of water. I think I do a little white highlight around the bird itself as well. Obviously in the eye a little. As we're coming up to the end here, I want to thank you for watching. This is a bit of a shorter one, kind of simple. Not much to do in this painting, but sometimes that's good. Nice little relaxing video you can kind of just set on and let it go for a little while. I appreciate you watching. Thank you to all the people who have been subscribing lately. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Leave me some comments. You know, all the standard YouTube things. Share with your friends. Anything helps, you know, and it's free for the most part. I really appreciate all the help that I've been getting recently. It's really makes me feel good that I get to make this stuff and share it with people and they enjoy it. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.